So good morning, everybody. My name is Lawrence Reed. Everybody calls me Larry. And just for the hygiene, please mute your mics. I haven't muted you for two reasons. I don't know exactly where it is, number one. And number two, it will be good for questions afterwards. So the idea is once I've explained something, I'll give people time for questions. Unmute your mic, ask a question, mute your mic, and I will give an answer. All right. What I've done over the last couple of weeks is I've rewritten, cleaned up all the indicators that we use, amongst them also the CASI high-low break. CASI has trusted me or entrusted me with all the source code, and this is also the reason why I don't give out any of the indicators directly, because I don't do number one, do make a mistake and suddenly I send a source instead of the XC and that sort of stuff. And it's really, like I said, all the money that CASI makes under the indicators go back into the orphanage, into the Binary Alpha fund, into the development of everything, etc., etc. So this is why I don't do it, and it's not that I don't it's just I'm the coder, I'm the geek, and CASI and this team do the distribution. Okay, so let's start. I'll start with the indicator that most of you know the best, which is the CASI high-low. And before I'll show you an overview of my screen, and I will reconstruct the screen now as well. What we've got a nice set of CASI indicators. Some of them are very standard, like the CASI Bollinger Band. I haven't changed much in that, but the others are a bit more challenging. So what I'll do is I'll take them all off. Everything will now disappear. You will see on my screen now. Everything will now go into. Now we have an empty chart. Almost empty. Sorry. I have this simple thing on. Okay. Now we really have a naked chart. Naked basically. So if you press Control V. Or if you go here, you can see there's nothing there at all from an indicator perspective. I've got indicators. Somebody's printing here, so the indicators, I don't even know where the indicators are.
Morning, Lawrence.
Good morning, morning. Okay, mute. All right, so what we'll do is we'll start constructing this thing. So what we'll do first is we have this CASI Bollinger Band. So I can across. On the CASI Bollinger Band, you just click OK. They will already have the nice colors that you expect. That's the only change I've made on the CASI Bollinger Band. The CASI clock, most of you know the CASI clock. The CASI clock is something which updates. It's got a timer inside every second. And it also shows you how many minutes are left on the 5-minute candles when you're trading on the 1-minute chart. So that's pretty cool. The CASI high-low break. Okay, I'll take this across. You can see now it looks a bit more crispy, the lines, and I'll then show you the changes. But I'll keep on going. The moving average. Okay, which is the brown and yellow line. Then we have the CASI tool, which I reckon is, the CASI trend, sorry, which is the blue thing. Again, just click OK. And now you've got the whole CASI chart constructed for you already. So if you look at the indicator, sorry, now I can, the bands, the clock, high-low break, moving average, and trend. So I'll go through those first, because this is the basic CASI system that we use for trading. Now, the one, like the Bollinger Bands, like you can just use it, it just uses the same colors as CASI uses. The trend is like 2 moving averages in one with the right colors as well. I don't need to explain that. You can just use the defaults. The moving average is also a cleaned up version where when you click on the settings, you will have the period, the method, and the close price applied. So if you can change now the if you want to open price and that sort of stuff. You shouldn't need to change it. All the default settings can be used directly. And now I come to the one which I've done a bit of work on, and it's actually, I think it's quite cool what I've done, but I'm obviously a little bit biased. The Kasi high-low brake. Number one, well, obviously it's got a little message with a logo. It looks quite nice. But I've done two things now. I've actually given the option of actually, you can say what sort of symbol you want to have. So if you, for instance, let's just say you want smileys, okay? So we do smileys. You see, there will be little smileys there. Now, this is not the major change. The major change is now, and as you can see, this is really, really cool. Now we have a break here happening. Do you see this break here? Exactly. On the 1 minute chart, the green dotted, the dot will stay there. Okay? So it doesn't move the dot anymore until the new flag, the new candle comes. So did you see it's actually the dot stayed there, so you can see the break, and then the dots move. And that's, I know it's like a little thing. However, it's quite handy when you have on the hourly chart. When you do, when you look at the hourly chart, you'll see. Sorry, I don't have the Kasi tool on there. Sorry, I'm so used to the Kasi tool. Let me just get the card because it makes it a lot easier for me to change everything. The Kasi tool. Kasi tool. So it makes it a lot easier then to see when the break occurs. Okay, because on the 1 hour, as the candle goes through this Kasi high-low, you will see the green dot stays on that line. Now you might say that's a little thing, but it helps you really. Yeah. So basically, the Kasi high-low now has the ability, you can define the symbols nicely, and I would suggest, you can do small, you can do X's, you can do whatever, whatever you please, and that makes it a bit more easy on the eye if you want to change it. And like I said, the Kasi high-low, the break doesn't push up the last dot up and down the chart. So this is about.
Is this being recorded, Lawrence?
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, okay, great. Because I don't think Matt's got up. He's not here yet, so.
Yeah, don't worry. It's all recorded, mate. It's all recorded. Right. I'll give people time for questions at the end as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So what I'll do now is I've written some additional stuff which you will really like, and what I've done is I've written a mind frame Kasi, because this is something that Kasi thought was very important. And I'm showing you this now on the 1 hour chart. Okay, and it's called the Kasi multi-time frame high-low break. And what this is, it will give you the opportunity to put a different time frame Kasi on a chart. So what I've done, the default is the 1 hour use. So I'll put this on the 1 minute. I'll just drag it across here. And quickly, the settings. The two settings are the same as the Kasi high-low before, yeah, but it also has a time frame. The default time frame is 1 hour. I'll put it on one. You can change this. Okay, you can use 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Just please note that if you have a 1 minute, and let's just say you're on a 1 hour chart, you cannot put a 5 minute on there. It has to be the same or larger. Okay, so on a 5 minute chart.
Now.
Sorry? Yeah. You can put on the. Okay, could somebody who's stuffing around with the mic now just mute their mic, please? Yeah, on the 5 minute, you can put a 50-minute Kasi and whatever. So I'll show you to do the 1 hour. Okay, and the 1 hour Kasi. If you can't see it straight away, it's because you see, like here at the bottom, I've made it quite faint, the little dots. And they are exactly the same as the 1 hour Kasi now. So you can see on the 1 hour, here, you can see where the 1 hour Kasi is. Now, when we change this to the 1 hour chart, you will see that the reason you don't see all the Kasis it's because they're so far away. Okay, so if we now, let's just say we use the Euro USD, this is the 1 hour chart. I'll go back into 1 minute chart. And you see again the CASI here at the bottom. Here it is, down at the bottom. And there don't seem to be any 1 hour CASI now at the top because, like I said, you only display what you can see on the chart. But if you, for instance, now change the 1 hour CASI and you want to see the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, now this will be more exciting. So you see now, you see the 15-minute CASIs on the 1 minute chart. Okay. So this is very handy for your trading. Okay, it's very handy for trading. And as you can see, I'll give you an example. Have a look. This CASI high-low, this is the 1 hour CASI. And this is what I trade all day long. Okay, with a quite successful hit rate. You see, when this CASI high-low hits here, look at that, what happens. It bounces back. Okay, and the second time it hits, what happens? It goes through. Okay, so this is very, 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 very important. This is pretty much one of the fundamental things of the CASI binary alpha trading. Okay, and this is also one of the things that CASI does when he's looking for his bonus runs. But now it's all on one chart, and this makes it much, much easier to see these resistance points on the 1 minute, because we're trading up the 1 minute. Okay, but yeah, so this is the multi-time frame CASI high-low, and I'll take questions.
I just got on, I don't know what's happening.
You have one. You don't know what was happening. What do you mean? Like in the world, or like what?
I just logged in, so I don't know.
Ah, excellent. Well, your lateness is obviously, that means you will definitely find a lot of value in the recording because it's being recorded.
I have one question. In the 1 minute chart, the 1 hour is the most important, right?
Well, it's a very strong resistance and support line. It's just more powerful. It is more powerful because when you look at this point here now at 8:21, if we zoom in a bit, at 8:21, have a look how this was respected. Okay, you have a look how this was respected. It's been respected, like, you know, it's very, very good. So in principle, if you have this on the 1 minute chart, it will give you a better indication where there are areas of, let's just say, rejection. If the power plows through there, then it's most likely going to keep on going very often. Okay, and so if like in the binary alpha language, what is this? This is a valid 7. Okay, because what happens here, you see this, there's 2 white candles and then there's another 2 white. The reason it's a valid 7 is because it's the first time it's hit this resistance point, number 1. Okay, and then the chances that it's a valid 7 are very, 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 very big.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the reason. And
just the X-ray vision class, but we see it now in the 1 minute chart.
Yeah, we see it much better. That's why I did it. I mean, multi-time frame is very, very handy. It's very handy. You should put the multi-time frame indicator on all the multi-time frame CASI high-low break on all your 1 minute charts.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Larry,
Thank
Mangesh
you.
here.
Yes, Mangesh. Yes, hello, Mangesh. Hi.
Hi. The 1 hour CASI high-low that you have put in on 1 minute chart, how far back in history does it go? Is it 24 hours, 1 week, 3 weeks?
That depends on your. That's a very good question. Thank you, Mangesh.
Hello.
It is Please mute your mic if you don't have questions. Otherwise, it's echoing. Mangesh asked how far back does it go? Now, this doesn't depend on the indicator itself. Depends on your settings, which you have inside of your MT4. In MT4, you have something under menu tools, options, and there's a thing here called under options charts, and then you have max bars in history. Yeah. This depends how far back it will go. If you have it, I've set it up quite small so that my MT4 is fast. I'll never go back more than 2 days. I don't care. I don't care about the market or whatever. So if you have 200,000 in there, you can scroll back for 2 months, and you will see these things.
Yeah, got it. Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, pleasure. Are there any other questions about the CASI high-low and the CASI multi-time frame high-low break? Okay, cool. Now I'll start with another tool, which all of you know, and I'm not going to start the pin finder yet. I know everybody's waiting for the pin finder. But I'll go for the CASI tool first. And the CASI tool is something which some people find useful. I'm one of them. And some people don't use it because you can do everything that you do in the CASI tool almost in manually as well. Okay, you can change symbols, you can put lines in, all that sort of stuff. But what you can't do, and this is what I'll show you, is it is very, very useful to change several charts at a time. So for instance, you can see my 1 hour chart here. I've got my left, I've got 1 minute chart, right? I've got my 1 hour. So if you go S1, it's still on Euro USD. S2, here it's in Euro Pound. S3, it goes to Pound US Dollar. So what it is, it's a nice way to change symbols, okay, without going to the market watch. And what you can also do, it will also change the symbol here on the other side under certain circumstances with certain settings. And I don't know exactly why it doesn't at the moment, but whoever's got this background noise, yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, so the CASI tool has settings, and I'll go through the settings now because they're quite complicated. The CASI tool allows you, number one, you can change with the keys very quickly currencies. You can also add lines, and you can actually now also add alarms. Now this is what's very important. On the 1 hour, for instance, I've changed to 1 hour. What would interest you today is when it touches these 4 1 hour CASIs or these 4 1 hour CASIs. So what I've done, I've made it so that you can actually put an alarm line there, and it really just, you put it on the pin and you see the line drawn to the right. So it is very, very, very handy. And not only can you draw that line, it also gives you an alarm when it hits it. Okay, and somebody's got background noise with a woman talking. Please mute your mic. Is that possible? It's a microphone button at the top of your screen.
Where does it say booth received?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I assume it's just go admin. Or
Sound Australian.
in the client. Oh,
Yeah, mute the mic, British man.
I don't know whether that makes a difference. I'm not sure.
Because I don't know how to.
Yeah. Anyway, oh man, I'll continue anyway. So you can put these lines there, and you can also vertical lines you can put if you want to at this point, and that sort of stuff. Okay, please. I'll go through the settings. I don't go through all the features, but I'll go through the settings now. The CASI tool has settings where the first 7 symbols, you can program what it will change to. Okay, so whenever I press S1, S2, S3, S4, it changes to those symbols. And the second, I might have to mute the mic. Audio connection.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I muted your. Yeah, I muted the mics because obviously there's again one person who's, in my opinion, disrespectful, but that's how it is. So we got the symbols here, and we also have the max delay allowed between keys. That basically means if you, for instance, press S1 within 5 seconds, it will change. If it takes you 7 seconds to press, it won't change. All the charts that will not be affected through the symbol change. What I mean by this is when you put you can change several charts at the time, which is called the CS command, which is the change symbol command. If you do that, the 30-minute charts are like ignored at the moment. It's a default setting. You can say, I don't want to change any of my 1-hour charts, which is normal. Okay, angle of the label, you might see change symbol off and on the left side of the screen. That's the angle. The line color, okay, the line colors, that's in yellow for the trend line drawing here. You see, there will be yellow line. So when you press TL, trend line, it will draw a yellow line. The line style, dot, line width in the background. These are all the settings. And then you also have a screenshot directory, and with a play sound. The screenshot, if you have XX, that's the setting there. You can actually say if you want to play the sound or not, and where it will be put. It gets put under MQL4 files, and there's a screenshot subdirectory. You can specify the subdirectory name. You call it my screens or whatever. And underneath that, it will create a date for every day that it does one. Okay. Next one. Sorry, this is actually trends. These are the aqua dots for the trend lines. For the label, okay, this is a label where it displays. You don't need the label, it's just with the version information, all that sort of stuff. The only thing for the label which is good, which is called the label default string. Okay, I always put this to pin finder. And the reason I do this is because when I'll show you, when I press TE for text, it puts automatically both there. Okay, I need to, it shouldn't put both, it just should do one. Okay, but the idea is you can actually put your own labels there. I'll fix this in a second. I must have it twice in there somehow. Yeah, but this is the pin finder, which you will then do. I've got it twice in there. That's why I've most likely got two CASI tools loaded. That's the mistake. Okay, but you can actually put your default label. So if you're documenting, it's easier to document. And then you have here for special functions. Now these are really important. This is what you need to know. Automatically calls change symbol after symbol change. What this does, so when you press S1, it also automatically calls the CS command. The CS command tells all the charts that have the change symbol on to change themselves to that currency. It's normally what you do, you have the change symbol actually on your left side for all the screens that you're working with. Horizontal on trend line if price is touched. This here is the alarming feature I was talking about. So if the horizontal line that I drew before gets touched, then it will actually give you an alarm. It will make a pop-up. Okay, so if it is, it's alarmed, and then you can tell it what to do, which is a pop-up with sound, which is quite handy. I'll show you in a sec. You can do emails sending if we got MT4 configured, that sort of stuff. Vertical lines, horizontal lines, just the colors. For horizontal lines, one setting which is quite good, line continuation to the right should be true. The reason being, if it's false, it draws the horizontal line like this. So horizontal HL, like this, it draws it the whole way. Okay, now TE, text, info. The reason I had two CASI tools loaded, that was obviously stupid. I should actually check that when loading, but this is, that's the settings. So now I can actually go again, indicate the list, CASI tool, edit, go back to horizontal line. set this continuation to the right to true. And now when I click HL at this spot, see the line starts exactly where I clicked that. So it's escape to clear. So if you do this like horizontal line from here, it's very nice and it shows it exactly from where it starts, and horizontal line here, horizontal line here, horizontal line here, okay, horizontal line here at the bottom, horizontal line here, and horizontal here, and horizontal line here. Okay, now the reason these horizontal lines are important because these are the lines that are the nearest resistances that could be respected by the market. Okay, I'll unmute the mics again for questions. Okay, are there any questions? Questions? Okay, that's cool.
I have a question.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Amish, did you know this? It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. All right.
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, because I wasn't sure, but I think it's a good thing. Kazi wanted it like with the lines to the right, because he said now people can see where the lines of support are much clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
cool.
But these lines, how different are they from the Kazi high lows appearing in lower time frames? That is 1 hour Kazi high low appearing in 1 minute Kazi high low.
Well, it's not very easy to look at. You can look at the M5 chart.
Yes.
So go to M5. You can see every Kazi high low. They're all related to each other. They are just not as powerful. So you can see here now this line that I drew. Okay, this is obviously the 5 o'clock Kazi high low.
Yeah.
Continuing. So it's just a matter of, but you can see it now anyway, because with the multi-time frame Kazi high low, you've got that there already, as you can, I don't know if you see it. You see that? That sort of little dotted line. You can change the sizes of your dots as well. You can size. Yeah. You can, okay, when you change the size here, it makes it much, see?
Yeah, that's right.
More prominent. So you can really configure it how you want.
Yeah, and I have two related questions. Can I ask?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Just like the person with the background noise, please mute your mic.
Yeah, my first question is this use of Kazi high low in of higher time frame into lower time frame. That is 1 hour Kazi high lows in 1 minute time frame.
Yes.
You mentioned that it can be when it touches for the first time, it is a reversal, and when it touches for the second time, it is mostly a continuation.
Yes, I only trade reversals. I'm a reversal guy. I only trade reversals. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the question is, 2 minute or 5 minute reversal.
Depends on the market.
And when do we take 2 minutes and when do we take 5 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
When do we take 2 minutes and when do we take 5 minute reversal?
I take a 2 minute reversal pretty much when the market is slow. I would say 80% of my trades are 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 80%. Okay, I would trade 10 to 15 trades a day, which most of them, if I trade the full day, I would say out of 10 trades, 7 are 1 minute. And
Okay.
the others 2 minutes, and it really depends. If the market's very, very fast, I trade 1 minute reversals. And I obviously look for my patterns. But we can let me with the pin finder. I mean, I'll put the pin finder on, and then you will see it a bit more live.
Yeah. And then again, which one do you give importance to, pin finder or Kazi Hilo?
Well, the pin finder actually very often matches the Kazi High-Low. You will see. It's that magic. Now, you see on this chart now, this is a 1 minute chart. You can see very clearly, the 1 hour.
Higher time. Yeah, higher time.
Yeah, you see, because you can see here, this is the 1 hour.
Yeah.
And this is the 1 hour, so it's very nice. And this is the 1 hour here, and all the others are obviously, okay, now I'll make it, I'll make a small dot. See now it's very clean.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a very clean chart, and very, very crisp.
It coincides.
Okay, so it's very crisp. And you see now it's broken. Look at this. It's broken. The Aussie is just broken. But there must be some news or something. I don't know what it's doing. Okay.
But there is one 1 hour Kazi Hilo on the left probably, which has not been extended to this position.
Yeah, no. I mean it's not, but it's just the first minute. It's the second minute of the new hour. Okay, this is something I wouldn't trade because I mean like there's something crazy going on. This is a huge. I mean for me it's a huge move. It's only like 6-7 pips, but it's a big move. Yeah. Okay. But let's put the card pin finder across here, and we just leave the settings by default. I'll just leave them default, and you can see that the Kazi High-Low. Okay, this is now not such a good example because there's obviously none on the high side. Let me do this one here. So you see now it's also the pin finder matches at the bottom exactly with this. So okay, whoever's got a siren in the background, mute your mic. Okay, who's got a siren in the background, mute the mic. Bravo, applause. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now it is as you can see. The pin finder and the Kazi High-Low in this case match. So what if the pin finder comes already here? The first one, you be careful. You have to be careful. It might reverse, but you've got to be careful. Okay. So for you guys who don't have the pin finder at this point, the pin finder you can also work with the Kazi High-Low and the alarm lines. The good thing about the pin finder is it's much faster. Okay, it's easy. It helps you, okay? That's the reason. And obviously, I'll put the pin finder on all my 7 charts and the alarms. Now, the pin finder for you code traders has also some new features. And the new feature is that it's got this alarm feature built in. So when you press AL and you want to alarm here, press here. It draws a nice yellow line from where you pressed. So if you want to alarm, like Angesh, I'll give you an example. Let's just say you see if this price goes up, this Kazi High-Low, let's just say, you want to set an alarm. You can do it with the Kazi tool by pressing HL, okay? But if you've got the pin finder loaded, it's nicer because you can put AL for alarm, you put it for this one, and you see a nice line crisp down to here. And when it hits here, it will give you an alarm. And it will, as you can see, it will be called manual alert 2. And it also tells you when the alert was set. Okay, at 9:30, which 11:34, it's like a number. Yeah, 11:34, which is the chart, I think the time from currently on the chart. 11:34. So the alarm is actually the same name as when it was set on the chart. So it's an alarm that you set 11:34 chart time, and that's what the alarm will be called when it comes and make ping. It will say Kazi pin finder manual alert, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So this is sort of when you're trading reversals. Now, if you trade in continuations, obviously you will get the alarm first time here, second time you will get it here, third time you will get it here. Okay, so you will get the alarm every minute where it touches.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it. And the
Yeah.
last question is when will we get all these tools uploaded on the notice board?
I think Kazi will do this. He's got them all. He's got them all. He's got we do everything through Google Drive. He's got all the indicators. They were open part last night. He's got them all ready to go.
Because the current ones are expiring I think today or tomorrow.
I know. Well,
I know.
that's why I'm doing the session now.
Have you said 3 months validity for the new ones?
I've set it to 1st of February.
Okay. Oh, long period.
Yeah, 1st of February. I think it's sort of like then, because I don't think we'll make that many more changes. I'll be working on the head brake and that sort of stuff next, and that's it. And this will take a couple of weeks. But in principle, the rest is all finished. I mean, all the tools we have now are a complete system for trading. Okay, with the pin finder, with the car tool, with the high-lows, with the Kazi high brake, with the multi-time frame Kazi. This is now a full system. You can, if you set the system up like this, I think you can make you can trade properly with the tools we have quite easily. So, okay, well, I'll stop the recording. Yeah, wait for a second. I'll stop the recording and then I'll take some more questions if you guys want to. Because I think otherwise we will get too long.